With a little help from our friends, VH1 has compiled the ultimate list of the very best bands and artists in that monster we call hard rock. In determining the list, writers and artists like Ozzy Osbourne and Flea chose from all the great heavy metal, punk, classic rock, and grunge artists ever. We tabulated their votes to come up with this list. Kicking things off is a band who used their hard-edge hooks and glam rock looks to become the first American heavy metal band to debut at #1. When we return, musical theater meets hard rock, and a band who found that staying out of the limelight was the only way to stay true to their vision.
They've never sold out in any way, shape, or form. They've completely maintained their integrity.
VH1's 100 Greatest Artists of Hard Rock continues after this. When the band at number 97 formed in San Francisco, it was instantly apparent that their mix of thrash, funk, and metal stood in sharp contrast to their motto, "We suck." Declining the attention of the major labels, this next band refused to turn its back on the movement they helped create, the Washington, D.C. hardcore scene. When we return to VH1's 100 Greatest Artists of Hard Rock. At number 92 on our list is a band whose dedication to the blues helped keep guitar rock alive in an era when pop ruled the charts. The next band on our countdown lives by one rule: artists should be heard and not seen. When we return, Tawny Kitaen's ex-husband and a power trio with a promising future.
I feel it's only a matter of time before that band is the biggest band in the world.
When VH1's 100 Greatest Artists of Hard Rock continues. When it comes to heavy metal success in the 80s, our next band had all the key ingredients: a curly blonde frontman and a power riff repertoire. Not to mention Tawny Kitaen. Coming up, the roots of grunge and heavy metal gets operatic.
It seems to be a rarity these days that you get a pure singer.
They were like a rock and roll opera.
When we continue counting down VH1's 100 Greatest Artists of Hard Rock. Founded in 1981 in Seattle, this metal quintet left the club scene and refined its sound behind closed doors. 10 years later, their work earned them a multi-platinum payoff. Well, that wraps it up for this hour of VH1's 100 Greatest Artists of Hard Rock. But before you put that spandex away, remember there are 80 more rock monsters still to go. Until then, this is the final hour of VH1's 100 Greatest Artists of Hard Rock. I'm Carmen Electra. We've got only 20 artists to go in our countdown of the greatest, most influential musicians in heavy metal, grunge, punk, and classic rock. The list was chosen by writers, critics, and musicians, including members of Def Leppard, Black Sabbath, and Korn. And this hour, we reveal the #1 hard rock artist. Before we hit the top 20, let's take a look at what you may have missed.
Quiet Riot,
Mountain,
Meatloaf, Fugazi,
Yes,
Lenny Kravitz,
Black Crowes,
Danzig,
Rainbow,
Lita Ford, Tool,
King Crimson,
Corner,
Whitesnake,
UFO,
King's X,
Queensryche,
Pixie,
Green Day,
Rat,
Marilyn Manson,
Bon Jovi,
Spinal Tap,
Pat Benatar,
Twisted Sister,
Foo Fighters, Leonard Skinner,
Living Color,
Megadeth, Husker Du, The Rolling Stones, Joan Jett, The Cult, Steppenwolf, Boston,
Ministry,
Jethro Tull,
The New York Dolls,
Bad Company,
Anthrax,
Heart,
Rob Zombie, Blue Oyster Cult,
Sonic Youth,
The Korn, Faith No More,
Thin Lizzy,
Slayer,
Smashing Pumpkins,
Janis Joplin, Henry Rollins, Scorpions,
Pantera,
ZZ Top,
9 Inch Nails,
Kinks,
Ted Nugent, Stone Temple Pilots,
Neil Young,
MC5,
Yardbird,
Frank Zappa,
James Addiction, Alice in Chains,
Rage Against the Machine, The Doors,
Def Leppard,
Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Motley Crue,
Rush,
Iggy Pop,
Motorhead,
Cheap Trick,
Iron Maiden,
Judas Priest,
Deep Purple,
Pearl Jam.
With stage props like guillotines and electric chairs, this snake-wearing son of a preacher man invented an outrageous persona that would help define shock rock. Coming up, the original power trio and punk's most dysfunctional family. VH1's 100 Greatest Artists of Hard Rock continues after this. The band at number 17 perfected the recipe for the perfect punk song. 3 chords, 2 minutes, and no solos.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This next band were innovators in the studio as well as on stage, and their breakout album stayed on the charts for more than 10 years. Coming up, 3 generations of ear-splitting icons, and hard rock gets a new title when we return to VH1's 100 Greatest Artists of Hard Rock. While the hard rock image of the 70s continued to be largely defined by long hair and tight pants, this raucous ensemble emerged with a raw sound and style that signaled a new era of rock rebellion.
Sex Pistols.
Our next band was destined for success right from the outset, starting their career with the fastest-selling debut album ever. After a break, Dirty Deeds from Down Under and A Left-Handed Genius changes the world of rock.
I've never heard anybody play electric guitar like that. There's no one even in the same building with that guy, in the same level.
We'll continue counting down VH1's 100 Greatest Artists of Hard Rock. Stay tuned. This next band built a worldwide following on a foundation of serious social commentary and thunderous musical force.
Give me fuel, give me...
Next up, a couple of musical giants battle it out for heavy metal supremacy. The top 2 artists are up next. This band's royalty status in the world of hard rock is based less on its dark mystique than on its distinctive sound and notorious frontman. Well, that makes 99 out of VH1's 100 Greatest Artists of Hard Rock. The time has come to reveal the #1 band, the granddaddy of them all, the greatest hard rock band ever.
Hey, mamas!
Well, there you have it. VH1's 100 Greatest Artists of Hard Rock. I hope you and your neighbors are still on good speaking terms. I'm Carmen Electra. Thanks for watching.